Now on CoastTV News.
From beach lighting to brick repairs, Lewes talks safety upgrades.
Quiet hours in South Bethany, how the small town is cracking down.
Crews working to bring you a new restaurant in Millsboro.
And we're expecting a much warmer weekend. Your uplifting forecast is coming right up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Parks in Lewes. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with safety issues in Lewes parks and beaches.
Several parks in Lewes are listed on the city's website as having safety issues, such as lighting and walking liabilities. The city is discussing these problems at a Parks and Rec meeting Monday. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us which parks have recommendations for those improvements.
A park like this is a common sight in Lewes. The city says several of these parks and the beaches have safety issues. One area of concern, repairing the bricks at Zwannendale Park. As a senior in Lewes, Barbara McGonigal thinks this is a good idea.
The safety part of it would be, for me, walking, like what's underneath on the ground, as long as it would be something that would make me feel more steady as I'm walking along. Maybe railings here or there would be helpful.
And not just the parks, but the city says the lighting at Savannah and Johnny Walker beaches are safety issues too. Lewes local Ann Hoffman thinks it's important to maintain what the city has to offer.
I would think that it would be important to make sure there's adequate lighting without harming the not creating light pollution.
And some people in Lewes, like McGonigal, think there's other safety issues to be addressed that aren't currently listed.
The lighting on the trail, or a little bit safer entries to get onto the trail. It's a lot of stones that are loose and everything.
In Lewes, some say enjoying the great outdoors comes with a commitment to safety first.
And all the projects you just heard mentioned, as well as walkway safety issues in Lewes, are capital projects, meaning they will cost money. The Parks and Rec Commission will meet Monday, and there's even more that they're going to address. One other thing the commission wants is webcams and internet hotspots at both Savannah Beach and Johnny Walker Beach. The officials say the Beach Patrol, the Lions Club snack stand, and parking enforcement need connectivity in those areas. And Parks and Rec says the webcams would provide security.
In South Bethany today, the town council approved an ordinance for new quiet hours in town. And, well, it's going to cost you if you don't follow those hours. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in South Bethany. Brandon, this starts pretty soon.
Charlie, the ordinance passed this morning, and that means these rules go into effect immediately. And tonight is the first night you could be fined for violating this ordinance. The ordinance involves any sound that is unreasonably loud and clearly heard beyond property boundaries and disturbing neighbors. That could cost you $50 if you do it between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m. One man Coast TV spoke with has no problems with the new times.
I think that's reasonable. I mean, people come down here to enjoy the summer months, and the kids sometimes they get a little out of hand.
Some things are exempt from this ordinance, like emergency responders, public works utilities, and town-wide events. Live in South Bethany, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, should coast towns have overnight quiet periods?
Let's take a look at the results so far. 75% say yes, it's needed. 19% say no, that's too strict. And 6% say there need to be some exceptions there, just like Brandon mentioned.
Right. Now, if you haven't voted in this yet, if you have a strong opinion about it, go do that. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Yet another county on the eastern shore reminding people be aware of the ongoing drought. Worcester County Fire Marshal's office warning everyone of heightened wildfire risks. The Fire Marshal's office says it strongly urges everyone avoid outdoor burning or to exercise extreme caution if burning is necessary. In case you forgot, right now Somerset and Dorchester counties have outright burn bans in place.
We're taking a live look into Ocean View right now. A little darker out there than I was hoping for. Let's check in with our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Let's piggyback on that drought situation that's in portions of Maryland. We have our concerns for drought right here in the immediate Delaware area, in places like Anderson Crossroads, Ellendale, Milton, Cool Springs, Overbrook, Lewes, Midway Park, Rehoboth, and Broadkill Beach. Now, this has been updated Thursday as of yesterday, so we are still in the midst of severe drought. We have moderate drought in Benham and over towards Georgetown, but we're still in the midst of severe drought right here in our own neck of the woods, so we should abstain from dealing with outdoor fire or burns as well. Our ocean view camera, gutter helmet, 43 degrees. Right now, 41 for the dew point temperature. We're going to stay in the 40s with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Now, just kind of what Charlie alluded to. It's been a gray, dismal, meteorologically speaking, yucky kind of day anyway in general, and staying that way. So, but we'll get a peek of some sunshine over the weekend. But today we had a high of only 50 degrees. 53 is where we're supposed to be. We didn't quite make the mark there. 47 for the high in Ocean City, 49 Wallops Island. We had 50 for the high, not only in Cambridge, but also in Easton. Now, coming up, we are going to talk about the temperatures escalating a bit, and we also got to talk about that rain probably coming on by and visit us. But you know what, Charlie? We actually need that rain.
Sometimes you need it, Paul. Hopefully it's going to help us out. Developing news out of Washington tonight. The FAA will permanently restrict non-essential helicopter operations around Reagan Airport in the D.C. area. That's where an Army Black Hawk helicopter and American Airlines regional jet collided in January, killing 67 people. NTSB's chairwoman called the setup at the airport a, quote, intolerable risk, unquote.
We remain concerned about the significant potential for a future mid-air collision at DCA, which is why we are recommending a permanent solution.
Also among the changes, the FAA will close a helicopter route along the stretch of the Potomac River.
And today's news in D.C. follows a scary scene at the Denver airport. Look at this. A plane caught fire Thursday night. The flight was headed to Dallas from Colorado Springs when it was forced to divert to Denver. American Airlines says the plane had an engine-related issue. Now, good news, though, all the passengers and crew members made it off safely. The FAA is investigating.
The Senate has until midnight to avert a government shutdown, as Karen Kafa shows us. If that doesn't happen, they risk further disruption to the federal workforce.
Down to the wire Friday, the Senate up against a midnight deadline to fund the federal government. The odds of a shutdown tamped down on Thursday when Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said he'd vote in favor of a House Republican-backed bill that extends government funding through September.
I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
That drew the ire of some House Democrats who put up an almost completely united front on the bill.
We find ourselves in the midst of a hostile administration that is taking a wrecking ball to essential government services that are essential to people's lives. People will be poorer, sicker, and hungrier, and we have to do everything to stop that.
Senate Democrats planning to vote no said the party needs to counter President Donald Trump's policies and plans.
If we stand up to him at this moment, it gives us a lot of leverage going forward from this point to get the objectives that we have. The Republican plan is about families lose and billionaires win.
The impact of a government shutdown is different every time, and it was unclear how federal agencies would function during a shutdown. Some have already seen their workforces cut by the administration's Department of Government Efficiency. Previous shutdowns saw national parks and museums closed and fewer TSA personnel on the job, among other disruptions. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are faced with questions over the steep tariffs President Trump has imposed on allies and the moves that have sent Wall Street on a roller coaster ride. Today, Secretary of State Rubio in Canada saying the U.S. is not in a trade war, but resetting global relations. Closer to home, we are learning more about the deadly shooting in Seaford. Delaware State Police have identified 23-year-old Schweizer Dezen of Seaford as the man that died Wednesday night. 3 other people were also hurt in the shooting there on Collins Avenue.
A new restaurant is on the way in Millsboro. Nossa Casa will soon be the first Brazilian steakhouse in the area. The two women bringing this restaurant to Millsboro are no strangers to running a business, but say this one will be different and check all of the boxes.
This will definitely be a Instagrammable, very fancy place, but not fancy in a way that not everyone is welcome. We want everybody to feel welcome, and we don't want this to be a place where you only come for special occasions.
Now that's going where the former Georgia House restaurant was. The women say they have all their permits and hoping to have Nosa Casa up and running by this summer.
Coming up, caught on camera, an explosion destroys a home in Cambridge.
And as we take a look at what we're expecting for the rest of this evening, it's going to start feeling warmer by the weekend. More on that coming up.
If you're looking for an excuse to wear green this weekend, there's plenty of options to celebrate St. Patrick's Day and more. So stay tuned for your cool things to do.
Your dream home isn't just built, it's crafted. And at Bay to Beach Builders, every detail matters. Bay to Beach Builders is honored to be recognized by the National Association of Home Builders Best in American Living. With our state-of-the-art design studio, you create an experience tailored to your lifestyle. From Amish craftsmanship to innovative design, we bring passion and precision to every home. Let's build something extraordinary together. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready, without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
Pollen. It can ruin your screen porch and your furniture. You can clean it, but you'll be cleaning it a lot. With the porch protection system, you can use your screen porch year-round, pollen-free. The PPS system is marine grade and custom-made just for your porch. We provide quick turnaround, quick installation, and 20 fabric colors to choose from. So call us today for a free estimate, so you can start enjoying your screen porch year-round, no matter the weather.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
This weekend, you'll be able to see the sights of spring or feel the luck of the Irish.
Christina D. Robertus has your lineup of cool things to do.
I think it's pretty lucky that the biggest St. Patrick's Parade in Maryland is right here on the coast. So get your green on and head to Ocean City. The parade starts at noon Saturday on Coastal Highway at 57th Street. Or you can roll through Milford for the St. Patty's Pub Crawl. It starts at 7 p.m. and there's specials at every stop. But it's not all about St. Patty's this weekend. The Delaware Botanic Gardens in Daxboro officially reopened this week and with an upgraded welcome center. Or head to the annual indoor flea market at Cape Henlopen State Park Saturday. It's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and proceeds support local educational programs. Also, the Nature Conservancy is offering a free guided walk through Ponders Tract in Sussex County. Explore the area's forests, wetlands, and pine plantations while observing local wildlife. You can check out the Cool Things to Do article on CoastTV.com for all the details.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Tired of your old tub? Imagine stepping into a brand new, modern walk-in shower designed for style, comfort, and safety. At Bath by Spicer Brothers, we make upgrading your bathroom easy. Our factory-certified team provides professional 5-star installation in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best service at the best price. Right now, save 20% on your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $79 a month.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
In your home, every drop of water matters. It's not just H2O, it's health and home comfort. At FHFERP, we take your plumbing personally. For just $29, let us be your home's water experts. We'll scrutinize every pipe to ensure reliability and purity right from the tap. Because we believe water is the lifeblood of your home, we're adding a free water quality test, ensuring your water is as clean and as safe as possible.
Call FHFERP.com.
Spring is when the great outdoors becomes your living room. Let Johnny Janasic make your outdoor space more relaxing and enjoyable. Shop now and take 10% off all outdoor clearance items. And remember to take advantage of our great financing options. Find manager's special pricing on the 6-piece dining set with cushions, now only $1899.95. And manager's special Adirondack chairs start at just $179.95 each. Shop Johnny Janasic, Delaware's premier outdoor furniture destination.
$3,000 off MSRP? That's nothing at IG Burton Chevrolet of Milford. Pick your favorite new Chevrolet and pay $3,000 under invoice. That's not a deal, that's a steal. Together, let's drive a Silverado, Equinox, Traverse, Trax, and more at $3,000 under invoice.
You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
It's been a bit of a dreary kind of day, but that's okay because, listen, we're going to recover nicely over the weekend and we'll finally rebound into the 60s and possibly even 70s and even get a little bit of that rain that we actually need. So our gutter helmet camera in ocean view with the wind blowing the flag ever so slightly, holding at 42 clammy and not so comfortable degrees, but you know, we could deal with it. We're going to stay pretty much where we are right now with little to no movement thanks to the thick cloud cover and the lack of access to the sun to kind of warm us out of this feeling. So we're going to stay right here. It's warmer in Redden and Seaford, 54. We just saw that click live just a few moments ago. It's 46 degrees currently in Del Mar, 41 Indian River Inlet, and 42 Rehoboth Beach. We do have concerns for gusty winds and, believe it or not, some fog. So a combination of concerns. First of all, along the Sussex coast, we have a gale wind watch. That means that the winds, instead of watching out for 25-mile-per-hour winds, it's been up to a 35-mile-per-hour wind concern from Lewes Beach down to Ocean View, down to Fenwick Island. Now, south of Fenwick Island, Ocean City, down towards Chincoteague, we now have a newly issued marine fog advisory. So this is kicking in for us, particularly late tonight going into Saturday morning. So visibility is going to be a big time problem there. And wherever you see the gray, that's where we're concerned about fog in the most southern portions of the Delmarva Peninsula. High pressure still in control of our weather, so we're quiet for now, but it's buckling quickly because we're going to have a mixture of air masses that's going to begin to pull in quickly. A bit foggy for late tonight. Temperatures in the mid 40s, 45 in Georgetown, for example, and 44 everywhere else. Okay, so our bottom line is when you see this little crazy looking fog symbol up here, this means that we're looking out for fog, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, okay, for Saturday. Then we just deal with cloud cover by 10 o'clock, and we'll see a peak of sunshine by the time 4 o'clock rolls around, and the temperature will kind of slowly claw its way up to about near 60 by then. Feeling warmer for us, temperatures in the 60s, winds will be pushing out of the southeast, but temperatures in the 60s across the peninsula as a whole. Now, for Saturday, we start off in the 40s, and then we end up in the 50s for us in the most northern portion of our viewing area. But take a look at Sunday. Here we go into the 60s with the winds out of the south, and then we stay really nicely into the 60s for Sunday with a chance of scattered showers in the forecast. We're looking for 40s actually initially, and we're in need of the rain, but we see a lot of the rain, according to this latest model run, dancing offshore. But we have that line that's going to push through solid for us by 4:30, 62 in Willard, 60 in Berlin, and then we'll have some reinforcing scattered showers that will follow immediately behind it. But as you take a look at the precipitation chances, we see it escalate for us mainly on Monday. And As we see this pull across Sunday, we see that 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then watch how it moves right over us until like early Monday morning. Now I'm going to switch the concern or the caution day or first alert day so that it doesn't include Monday, because by 6 o'clock, most of the most active thunderstorms is going to push out of the way. So in order to kind of stay true to communicating exactly what to watch out for, we're switching that day. Watch this here in a second. I'll show you. 42 for tonight, partly cloudy, slight chill. 61 tomorrow, starting off with fog. That's that crazy looking cloud cover I'm showing you right there with some late drizzle. Then on Sunday, overcast, breezy, and we're going to watch out for rainy conditions as well. Here's a look at the extended forecast. It's going to be very breezy on Sunday, so we got to watch out for that. And we'll still have some lingering showers early Monday morning.
Paul, thank you. Take a look at this. A neighbor's doorbell camera caught the moment of an explosion in Cambridge. Look at the back of the video there. This happened around 11:30 Thursday night at the Wood Duck Townhomes. Oh my goodness. The fire destroyed one home, heavily damaged the ones next door. Amazingly, no one was hurt. The next door neighbor says the sound of the explosion saved his life and his family's. Today, though, he's wrestling with the shock of having no place to call home.
We had some friends who lost their home a month ago, and we helped them out. We sent them some money and whatnot, and it's like, for them. But you never imagine that could be you.
Fire officials continue to investigate the cause. The Red Cross is assisting.
In Laurel, starting next Monday, Tressum Pond is going to be closed. Denrec says crews will be working on upgrades to the boat ramp and parking lot. The closure is expected to last until mid-April. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 8:30, it's a replay of the boys basketball game featuring Woodbridge and Easton. Then it's the final score at 10:30.
Coming up, the Smyrna Library closing, but we'll show you why it's not the end of this story. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Most people remodel their kitchens for 3 reasons: poor design, lack of storage, and outdated cabinets.
That sounds like a big job.
Not with Paul Davis. We offer 2 stress-free solutions. Reface your cabinets with 5 layers of hardwood, new doors and drawers in 5 days or less. Or replace them, improve your layout and home value.
Call now.
We'll bring the showroom to you and provide an exact price the same day.
Installed before summer. Save 20% on your kitchen project or pay nothing for 12 months.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
Tonight,
Zing zing!
get happy.
I'm so excited I could pee. I know that's a figure of speech, but cut back on your water.
Happy's Place, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
2 Guinness.
Oh, we're not going to drink that. Macallan, 25, 3 of them. Harvey Specter, nice to meet you. Do you want to play with me, or would you like to play against me? Oh, you think I couldn't take you?
Suits LA, new Sunday on NBC and Peacock.
Did you know taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep? So you wake refreshed for a more productive day. Get 24-hour continuous relief that does not fade. Be wise all, take Zysol at night.
Search for a really strong glue that's clear.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Clear glue. Clear Gorilla Glue.
Of course.
Gorilla Glue strength in a crystal clear formula for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawlspace experts.
One library in Smyrna is getting ready to begin a new chapter. Tomorrow, the Smyrna Public Library will close its doors at its current location for good to prepare for its move just down the street. The new 22,000 square foot library will offer more books, more resources, and more meeting spaces. Library officials hope that this will open the doors to many new opportunities for the Smyrna community.
We're just thrilled to have the support of our community, that we're like the little engine that could, and we did.
The new Duck Creek Regional Library is finishing up some final touches and plans to open its doors in May there in Smyrna.
In consumer news, gold prices hit a record high as concerns about the Trump administration's tariffs increase. The cost of the yellow metal hit $3,500 per ounce today. This week, President Trump placed 25% tariffs on all aluminum and steel imports. One analyst says gold prices are on the rise because the U.S. dollar is weakening.
The Olympics will be broadcast on NBC and Peacock through the 2036 games. The Hill reports Comcast reached an agreement with the International Olympic Committee for $3 billion. NBC broadcasts 19 total Olympic games. That goes all the way back to 1964. And of course, CoastTV will be your exclusive home for the upcoming Winter Games coming in 2026. Coming up, we meet Dale, the newest addition to the Salisbury Zoo. Stay tuned on CoastTV News at 5.
Shingles missing from your roof? Call Morse Roofing and Siding.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
When I got to the office, I found myself just a little bit out of focus. When I was signing documents, I found that I couldn't even sign my name. And then I stumbled a little bit. And my assistant, Becky Roberts, said, "You don't look well." And I said, "No, I'm okay, just tired." And then she said, "If you don't go to the ER, I'm going to call Rebecca, my wife." I said, "Okay." And the way I was treated was exactly the way we treat anybody else who comes to the ER with a stroke. CAT scan first, vital signs, and then patient room right away. And then literally within minutes, the Jefferson neurologist was already online with our teleneurology system. Minutes count. And having a neurologist there to see everything makes a huge difference. Healthcare is more and more a team sport. BB Healthcare and what we are and what we're becoming. And our relationship with Jefferson not only saved my life, but made sure that I have minimal impact, that I'm able to live my life and continue doing what I do for a long time.
Transform your home with Coastline Sunrooms and Awnings. Collectively, with over 40 years experience, our expert team has been designing porch enclosures, sunrooms, and awnings that bring comfort and style to your home.
Whether you're looking for protection from the sun or extra living space, we're here to help. Call now to schedule a no-obligation design. We're offering a free electric recessed fireplace with your sunroom purchase, or get a free upgrade to a motorized awning with an awning purchase. Coastline Sunrooms and Awnings. We show up.
Shingles missing from your roof? Call Morse Roofing and Siding.
Coming up new on CoastTV News at 6, the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company expanding that story and more at 6.
There is a new face at the Salisbury Zoo. Meet Dale, an 8-year-old male ocelot. The zoo says he arrived as a conservation program aimed at protecting this endangered species. So go in and say hi to Dale, Paul, as he visits his new home.
Well, that's a lot for an ocelot, but okay. If that's what you got. All right, let's take a look at our Wow, I'm going to hear about that later. Here we go. Temperature dropped back to about 43 degrees by 9 o'clock with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Our umbrella winner is Sheila Palmer of Pocomoke City. And Sheila, that umbrella is going to come in handy in the next couple of days. But first of all, I want to remind you that we have your forecast available for you with our weather line, 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Brockstedt, Mendelis, and Federico. And here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Listen, might not be so rainy on Sunday, but boy, is it going to be windy.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
Paul always has an awesome lot to say. More news and local weather. Download that Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.